Headsets are good. Check the 750. Navigation's expired. But we don't need it for a VFR flight.
Right.
Full fuel. And 10 gallons an hour. Alright, lateral course deviation indicator half left, half left. Lateral flags are out of view. Vertical course deviation indicator half up, half up. Vertical flags are out of view. The two arrows pointing to, and the enunciators are on, nothing showing. OBS to 150, direct track to 150. Alright, fuel remaining, full fuel. 118.125.
Holding position sign for the approach end of runway 25, flight out of service. Additional NOTAM.
Airpark traffic, good.
6 miles northeast of Midland Airpark, 15 feet AGL, out of service. Additional NOTAM. Taxiway Foxtrot, holding position sign for runway 725, flight out of service. Additional NOTAM. Wind cone for runway 34, light out of service. Additional NOTAM. Runway 7 Pappy, out of service. Additional NOTAM. Wind cone for runway 25, light out of service.
Midland Airpark. Automatic weather observation. 1745 Zulu. Weather, wind 220 at 14. Gusts 19er. Visibility 10. Clear. Below 12,000. Temperature 12 Celsius. Dew point -12. Altimeter 3030.
NOTAM. All unpaved surface.
Alright, altimeter 3030. And the winds were 220. Okay, GPS. I assume you want me to kind of do my cross country, start it?
Yeah, we can do it that way. Yeah, we'll pretend like we're gonna head out on your cross country, and then we'll.
Flight plan, PD. Alright, all set. GPS is set to the GPS. DDI soft, yeah, navs are set. Flight instrument, 0 airspeed, 0 airspeed, 0 ground speed, 0 ground speed. Blue over brown, straight and level. Both altimeters are plus or minus 75 feet of field elevation, 2,805. The vertical speed is at 0, heading 268. 268, magnetic compass free flowing, no cracks, no bubbles. Turn coordinator straight and level, ball is caged, and the ball is caged. Flight instruments are good. Alright, taxi 22, so we're going to go to 25. Airpark, Skyhawk 319 Mike Echo is at base and back hangar, taxiing 25. Airpark. Landing and taxi lights on. Taxi area is clear, we'll check our brakes. Good, my brakes are good. Your controls?
My controls?
Your controls.
Good on this side, your controls.
My controls. Clear right, clear
Yep,
left.
clear this way.
Clear left. Good fit.
Yeah, we got room. Get a little farther this way.
Okay.
There we go.
Alright, clear. Clear left.
So this is one of Dave's pet peeves. I don't know if he'll say anything about it or not though. Bring your power back a little bit so that you're taxiing without using the brakes.
Okay. Even on turns?
As much as you can. Yeah, if you need a little bit of brake, and use it. But just try to stay off of them as much as possible.
Clear left. That's just to keep the wear and tear off the brakes?
Yeah, to keep from wearing the brakes out.
On airport, Cirrus 5024 Echo on right base for airport. Airport 813 Sierra Sierra VOR Alpha runway 25 inbound, 10 miles. Airport.
Alright. Do a run up. Picture full forward.
Mid on the airport, Sierra
Throttle to
5024
1800,
Echo on
check the
final for
magnetos.
65. Airport.
To the left. Drop. And the right. Both good drops.
Yeah, they're a little bit rough. It's probably because it's a little bit too rich. So full rich is a little bit too rich at our altitude.
Okay.
So maybe leave about half an inch, quarter of an inch there. Now go over to that right mag one more time, or whatever the first one was.
The left one.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Especially the warmer it gets, and I think it's supposed to be even warmer tomorrow. Full
Yeah.
rich, you're going to get like maybe 60% power at this elevation. So
Okay. Engine instruments, oil temperatures in the green, oil pressures in the green, fuel flow is good, batteries at 28. Enunciators, check. Nothing showing, and the ammeter is at 0. Throttle to idle. Good. Engine doesn't quit. Throttle back to 1,000, and then mixture set to best power. So full mixture, full throttle.
Midland Air Park, here's exiting taxiway B off of.
Clean. Wait for the RPM to drop. Go, and then fuel flow to the top of the green
Midland Air
arm.
Park, Cirrus, clear of 25. Air Park.
Alright, good. Throttle back to 1,000. Alright, run up is complete. Pre-takeoff brief.
7 mile
In
final,
case of
runway
an
25.
engine failure or abnormality during the takeoff roll, we'll immediately close the throttle, stop straight ahead, and avoid any obstacles in front of us. If not enough runway remains to stop, throttle to idle, apply the brakes. We'll retract the flaps if we're using them. Mixture cut off, magnetos off, and master switch off. If there's an engine failure immediately after takeoff, we'll land on any remaining runway or within 30 degrees of the center line, avoid any obstacles, and do not attempt the 180-degree turn. We'll pitch our airspeed for 68 with flaps up, 65 with flaps at 10. Mixture cut off, magnetos off, fuel shut off, flaps as required, master switch is required, and cabin door. We'll unlatch our cabin doors and land straight ahead. A pre-takeoff brief is complete. Check our flight controls. So to the left aileron goes up, right aileron goes down, to the right aileron goes up, left aileron goes down, elevator back goes up, forward, elevator goes down, right rudder, and left rudder. Flight controls, free and correct. Alright, flight instruments, check one more time. 0 airspeed, 0 airspeed, 0 ground speed, 0 ground speed. Blue over brown, straight and level. Altimeters are plus or minus 75 feet within field elevation, 2,805. Both of those are good. Vertical speed is just a tick above 0. Heading 220, 221, 21. The magnetic compass free flowing, no cracks, no bubbles. Turn coordinator straight and level. The ball is caged, and the ball is caged. Flight instruments are good. Change this to the runway heading. Fuel quantity, full fuel, fuel selector is both. Flaps, what kind of takeoff I'm going to do?
Let's just do a normal takeoff for this one since we're going on our cross country.
Midland Air Park, A13 Sierra,
Flaps are
3 mile final,
set,
runway
CDI,
25, Midland Air
GPS,
Park.
horizontal situation indicator set, departure brief. So we'll take off on 2-5, climb to 3,500, make a right crosswind, and then we'll turn downwind and exit the pattern from there, and then hop on our course. We'll make a final call on the downwind leg. Mixture is set, engine instruments, oil temperatures in the green, oil pressures in the green, temps are 0, volts 28, everything good. Seat backs are good, seat belts, shoulder harnesses fastened, and final items when we line up.
Midland traffic, 830 uniform, pop taxi main ramp, runway 25 for departure, Midland Air Park.
Air Park, A13 Sierra, sir, is 2.3, runway 25. We're going to be going miss, sir, so we'll be out of your way shortly.
Eye on final. Doors and windows closed and locked. Strobe lights on. Transponder squawking 1200, set to altitude. Off. Probably wait for him to come in.
Yeah, he said he was going to be going missed, so we'll see how quickly he does that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Air Park 813 Sierra Sierra missed. Right turn to the north. We'll be out of your area. Midland Airport.
Alright.
Air Park, Skyhawk 319er, Mike Echo is departing 25 VFR to the east. Air Park. Tunnel looks clear. Runway looks clear. Line up on the center line. Brakes, throttle to 2000. Good. Oil temperature's in the green, pressure's in the green, everything looks good. Release brakes, full throttle. Airspeed is alive. Looking for 55. And 55, rotate. And pitching for 74.
Midland Air Park traffic, King Air 830 uniform, pop to run, departing runway 25, right turn out to the northeast, Midland Air Park.
Turning right crosswind. Air Park, Skyhawk 319er, Mike Echo on right crosswind 25, Air Park. Turning downwind, level out. Just level out here till we get out of the show.
Yeah. That'll be fine. Yeah, then we'll go up.
Air Park, Skyhawk 319er, Mike Echo is on right downwind 25, departing to the east, final call, Air Park. And get just a little further out before I get on track.
A little dusty out there today.
Yeah.
Airport traffic, Cessna 5822 Juliet, departing base in aviation for runway 25, Air Park.
So question for tomorrow. Since if I turn to get on track, I'm kind of in the approach path for 25. should I wait to get out of the shelf and then climb and then get on track?
It depends on whether or not there's any traffic.
Okay.
Yeah, if there is, if there's a lot of traffic, people coming in and out, then yeah, you could go ahead and wait. Or wait until you're, a good 2 or 3 miles away from the airport, which is basically clear of the shelf anyway, so.
Right. Alright, I'll get on track. Like I'm outside. I'm
Yep.
gonna climb to 7,500. And that's what I would climb to.
Okay.
Alright, after takeoff checklist, we're gonna airspeed pitching for 90. Flaps are up, full throttle, and I'll do my mixture when I get to altitude.
Alright. Alright, so let's say for some reason or another we're not going to be able to make it all the way to Brownwood. I don't know what scenario he'll give you, but for some reason we're going to have to stop short of our destination. So I want you to use whatever resources you have available to get us to probably, well, let's not say the nearest airport. Let's say we're going to go to, we're actually going to stop at Big Spring since that's one of our waypoints. So since we're not going very far, we'll level off at 5,500.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and pretend like we're going to make a full stop at Big Spring.
Okay. So I'm just gonna, purposes of changing my plan. Let's see. Myself. I could just do this. Flight plan. Direct. Activate. Level off at 5,500. Alright, so we're about 22 nautical miles to the west of Big Spring. It's going to take us about 10.5 minutes to get there. Now on a heading of 064 degrees.
Alright, and where'd you put those foggles when you...
Right here.
Alright, so go ahead and slip those on. Mic controls, while you get those on. Mic controls.
For an IFR, I don't know where you are, if you're holding for IFR on the VFR.
I was about to tell you could go ahead, but yeah, I'll take off ahead of you.
I would, they haven't released me yet.
Alright, so we'll say maybe one of the reasons we had to divert was because of some weather. We didn't do some proper planning, or for one reason or another, we've got ourselves stuck in some IMC. So your controls.
My controls.
Your controls. And alright, had an inch.
We just got released. If you don't mind looking to go ahead.
Let's go ahead, and I don't know exactly how he'll have you do it, but while I've got you under the hood, let's go ahead and have you start, let's fly directly to the Big Spring VOR.
Have a good luck.
Okay.
Get my
Airport traffic, Pipeline 57 Golf is 5 miles to the north. I'll be doing one low level pass on the north side of the airport. Turning around, I'm headed back to the north. Airport.
Departure traffic, 6 Delta King here, departing runway 25. We'll be turning to the north, climbing 5,000. North Airport.
I'll stay down at 3,400.
Alright, Big Spring VOR 114.3. Sure, I got my altitude set. Okay. And check the VOR. Nav 1. And the Morse code identifier is correct. Alright, so we're tuned into the right VOR. Let's change our CDI to VLOC mode. Get ourselves on track. About a heading of 037. Oops.
Airport traffic, Pipeline 57 Golf is about 3 miles to the north. I'll be doing one low level pass on a mile north of the airport at 3,400. Turning around, departing back to the north.
Our arrow's pointing 2. We're headed on the 037. We're heading towards the VOR.
I was just thinking how smooth it is, and then alright, very nice. Okay, my controls for a second
Your
here.
controls.
I'm going to put you in a couple of unusual attitudes.
Okay.
Here, so I want you, your head down in your lap. I don't know if he'll tell you to close your eyes or not. That makes some people a little bit queasy, but so we got ourselves in some IMC, and we weren't paying attention to our instruments. Maybe we were fidgeting with the GPS or something. And when we look at our instruments, they're not where we think they ought to be, or what we were expecting. So I want to see how you recover from that. All right, recover.
My controls. Am I recovering to the VOR?
Nope, just back to straight and level.
Just making sure.
Yeah, just straight and level's fine. He'll probably just have like a heading or something that he'll have you recover to, and we can go ahead and back up to. Actually, no, I'll go ahead and take my controls. So that one, the only critique I would have is get power back in sooner.
Okay.
Especially if you're in that nose up attitude, that's the first thing you want to do is add power.
Okay.
At least back up into the middle of the green. All right, so go ahead and get your head down. We'll do one more here. Yeah, what you did there the first time was a proper procedure. If I'd put you in a nose down, pull that idle back. That was correct, but just the wrong direction.
Right.
All right, your controls.
My controls.
There you go, and then
Level,
recover. Yeah,
level
then
out.
you can bring that power back in. Yeah, there you go. Make sure you go ahead and get that power back in. Don't forget about it. Perfect. All
I
right.
guess I just don't want to jam it in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be a little bit quicker with it, though. All right, let's turn to a heading now of a 250. And we'll climb back up to, let's go to 6,500.
Okay. Turn left, 250, climb to, say that again?
250, 6,500.
6,500. $5,000.
And tell you what, let's amend that. Let's make it 6,000 instead of 6,500.
Okay, 6,000. Level off at 6,000.
Very nice. All right, my controls. You can go ahead and take the hood off, get your bearings back to you. Oh, and whenever you are back and ready and got your bearings back and whatnot, let's go ahead and do a go ahead and transition us into slow flight.
Okay. Clear and turn to the left. Turning left, looking left. Clear left. Turning right, looking right.
Traffic Cessna 5822 Juliet is 5 departing to the southeast.
And clear right. Alright, slow flight. Let me get back to 6,000.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, 6,000. Alright, slow flight. Power back. Back on our heading, maintain altitude. Up 10. Up 20. Ups 30. A little.
Traffic, Skyline 582 Juliet, turning crosswind, 5 Midland.
Launch your altitude, make sure you get some power back in a little bit there. There you go. Yeah, a little bit more. So once you get it down to about 50 knots, you want to get that power really quickly to about 2100 RPM, or that altitude is just going to start coming down like that.
Okay.
So go ahead and set your power, maybe full power at this attitude. I'll get it back up to 6,000. If we can, if not, we'll just get it to like 5,900 there. There we go. Now, if you'll remember 6 words, it'll make slow flight so easy for you. Pitch for airspeed, and power for altitude.
Right.
So, yeah, the only thing we're required to do is to get it to an attitude where any slower or any increase in load factor will induce a stall horn. So at about 50 knots is good, especially depending on the airplane you're in. What airplane are you using?
This one.
This one? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, alright, now we still got a little bit of a climb there, so now you can bring that power back just a little bit. There we go. And this one will do, seems like 45 knots without the stall horn going off, so you want to get it to about 50, 45 knots and then get that power right up to the bottom of the green. You can bring it back a little bit more now. There we go. Alright, let's hold 6,100 and right above a stall, and let's do a right-hand turn 90 degrees. We'll go 340.
Okay. Turning right.
Still altitude just barely creeping up on you, so bring that, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Got some tolerance down. Lower altitude since you started at 61, so you want to, yeah, you can bring it down a little bit there so you're not just bumping right there at your limit. Alright, now he might make you do it both directions, he might make you do it back to the left, but That was good. Just make sure that you're watching, that altitude, pitch for
Yeah.
airspeed and power for
Yeah.
altitude. And the only thing you did is you didn't get it back in quite soon enough once you got down to about 47 knots. So,
Right.
all right, let's go ahead and transition from this into a nice steady descent, and we'll go ahead and do a power off stall. Or landing stall, whatever you want to call it.
So you want me to just go from this into a power off stall?
Yeah, so from here,
Okay.
just start a nice little descent. There we go. And then you can,
Back on heading.
there we go. And yeah, now from right here, just go ahead and transition to a power off stall.
Nice descent at 65. Power off. In altitude.
Ooh, yeah, a little too much. You can cut a little bit, the nose down, I like that, but just maybe a little bit less and don't bring it, back up, because that's when you'll induce a secondary stall, or when you can.
Flaps 10. That's 62, okay. And positive rate of climb, clear ladder obstacles, lap 0.
Alright, and since we're already in the position for it, let's go ahead and do a power on stall.
Power on stall, okay. You want me to do a clearing turn?
Yeah, we can, since it's been a minute since we've done them.
Clearing turn to the left, turning left, looking left. Yeah, we've been working on trying to jerk it forward, and sometimes I go a little too much.
Yeah. All you need is just enough to break the stall, and then ease back on it so that you don't induce that secondary stall.
Clear left, turning right, looking right. Alright, clear right. You said power on stall.
Yep. So power on, you want to do it at least 2,000, at least 65% power. So I usually say about 2,100 RPM or so. It doesn't have to be full power though.
Okay.
Now Dave might want you to do it full power, but sometimes these 172s don't really stall full power. They don't like to.
So we've been practicing. Full power, right rudder, pitch up. Buff it, brake.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe get it down just a little bit more. There you go. Yeah, that was better though.
And climb. Back to 74. I felt good on that one.
Yeah.
Yesterday we were working on, or Tuesday I guess it was, super windy. So rudder and opposite aileron on the stall.
Oh, yeah.
And just to keep my heading. I felt good on that one.
Yeah. All right, let's go actually to now, yeah, back to 60, up to 6,500.
Okay.
And we'll go back to 250. And once we're at 6,500 and 250, we can go ahead and do a steep turn, or steep turns. And we can let's do one to the left and then one to the right. One to the left and right and one to the right. Watch your heading there at 250.
Oh yeah. 500. Would you like me to do a clearing turn or?
No, we're
Okay.
good.
Alright, so
He might want you to, but we're okay.
I should probably just start one, right? Not ask him.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you want to, but tell him that's what you're doing. Are
Yeah.
you doing another clearing turn? Yeah.
The 90. Get on hitting. Alright, clearing turn to the left. Or sorry, steep turn to the left.
Yeah, there you go.
Now,
And right into one the other direction.
right rudder.
Perfect. Wow, I don't know if I could have done a better steep turn.
Ah, yes.
That was really nice.
Thanks.
All right, very nice. Okay, let's go ahead now, and we lost our engine.
There's 8.
Yeah, first thing you want to do pretty quickly, get it to 68 knots. Yeah, there you go.
We're kind of in the headwind from earlier.
Yep.
I'm going to see if I can find anything in parallel. Right below me, there's a field that runs this way.
Okay,
So
let's
I'm
go
going to do
for it.
that. Alright. 68. Alright, power loss in flight. Best glide speed 68. No wind direction. Pick landing site. We've got that right over here off to the left. Fuel shutoff valve is on. Fuel selector will check left. Center, right. Check. Nothing happens. Auxiliary fuel pump switch on. Magnetos will check left. Right. Nothing. Master switch is on. No restart.
Yeah,
Pitch.
so right there, you could say, if you had time, I'm going to try to restart it and
Okay.
you could turn it all the way over. Just I don't know if you would have to turn it all the way over to start. That's a good question with a windmilling propeller. Anyway, you could say, all right, I'm attempting a restart. That's all you got to say. And you say, okay, no restart. Then you can go on down.
Okay, double check my glide speed, 68. I've got that field over here, squawk 7700. Probably do 121.5. Declare an emergency. Skyhawk 319 Mike Echo. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Got an engine out. About maybe 15 miles to the northeast of Midland Air Park. Got 2 souls on board and full fuel. Mixture. Full lean, fuel shutoff valve is off. Seatbelts and harnesses will check. Flaps, I'm going to keep my master on so that way I can use the flaps.
Okay.
I guess I wouldn't, just a quick question, would I turn the mags off if I wanted to keep the master on?
Yes, because
Okay.
if you're securing the engine, yeah.
So mags off, but I'll leave the master on so I have the ability with flap.
Yep. There.
And then we'll unlatch our doors and continue on. So, throttle. 3000. Alright, turn. Keep 68. Overshoot it. I'm going for this brown patch right there.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, so you can do S turns, you can start using flaps, a slip, any of those tools that you got at your disposal.
Just don't change my landing site.
Yeah, if you can avoid it at all, trying to stick with the one you first picked.
I go flaps.
All right.
I overshoot it.
Yep. Okay. So if you're gonna overshoot it, next best option, you got that
Okay.
one right up there. So, which we could
Let's try to. Yeah, I can make that.
Yeah, we could make that. So, all right, we're getting close to 500 feet. Let's go ahead and go around. Yeah, that was good though. You could have made either one of those fields, so that's the main thing.
Full throttle.
You might could have made that one if you put your flaps in a little bit sooner. That first one.
Flaps 10.
And let's just go ahead and we'll level at 3,500 here. Sorry, I should have mentioned that a little bit sooner for you.
Flaps to 0.
And let's go ahead and get yourself set up for a S-turn across the road.
You do clearing turns on ground? Okay.
Yeah.
So, but I want to be going downwind, so I'm going to turn around. Power this way.
And let's see, 600 to 1,000 feet AGL is what we want to be. It's a little bumpy down here. Let's see what it's like at 1,000 at 3,800.
3,800?
Yeah, if it's any better.
Check my winds one more time.
Below 2,000, temperature 14 Celsius, dew point -12, altimeter 3027.
NOTAM. All unpaved surfaces closed except 24-hour prior permission. Call 432-560-2200 to schedule. Additional NOTAM. Surface conditions not reported. Additional NOTAM. Taxiway Alpha, holding position sign for the approach end of runway 25, light out of service. Additional NOTAM.
It's a little better up here.
Pole, 0.5 nautical miles north-northeast of Midland Airpark, 15 feet AGL, out of service. Additional NOTAM. Taxiway Foxtrot, holding position sign for runway 725, light out of service. Additional NOTAM. Wind cone for runway 34, light out of service. Additional NOTAM. Runway 7 Pappy, out of service. Additional NOTAM. Wind cone for runway 25, light out of service.
Midland Airpark. Automatic weather observation. 1839er. Zulu. Weather. Wind 220 at 10. Gusts 15. Visibility
Alright, 220. So I'm gonna use this on the left. It's kind of like a hook road.
Okay.
There's a grouping of something over there. I'll use that. You want me to do, sorry, did you want me to do turns on a point or S-turn?
I was thinking S-turns, but let's go ahead and do turnarounds a point since you're set up for that really nicely there.
Okay. All turn. Deeper turn. Two. Out of it.
Alright, that was good. My only thing I would say is just you could have made that first turn a little even shallower because the wind was blowing you towards it really good today. But that was great. And the only other thing was you entered on upwind, so that's why it was kind of hard to judge that. Yeah, so make sure you're going with the wind, yeah. But you held your altitude really good. You did a pretty good job of holding your radius around it. So let's go ahead and do a right turn now right over here. There's a big long road right over here that runs forever to the north and south. And we can use it for our S-turns.
Okay. Think about that one?
Yeah. Yeah, see how it kind of curves here, and then it starts out and goes for forever there. Alright, 1,000 feet on downwind, perfect.
Left turn. Your turn.
Add a little bit of power in there, yeah, make sure you don't start losing some altitude.
Out. Yes.
Watch your altitude. There you go.
Over the road. And to the right. Allow.